Hello everybody. Are you ready for a 6-week challenge to improve your English and fluency? Yes, you heard it correct. This is going to be a video lesson where you are going to improve your English a lot, your speaking skills a lot in just 6 weeks. So you are going to improve your English fluency. This is an English fluency master plan that is going to take your English to the next level in 6 weeks, a 6-week challenge. Are you ready for it? Well, I hope you are, and you are doing great too. I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA-certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Before beginning, like the video and subscribe the channel too for all the lessons. Okay, coming back to today's lesson, that is the 6-week challenge. Now we are coming towards the end of this year, as we all know. The 2023 is going to end soon, in just about 2 months. And before this, I thought the 6-week challenge is going to be a perfect plan for you to improve your English. Now the question is that, can you improve your English in 6 weeks? Can you become fluent in 6 weeks? The answer is yes, if you have dedicated yourself in the correct way with a correct plan. Now, what is a correct plan? Do not worry about it. That is what I'm going to tell you in this video. I'm going to tell you the detailed plan, the 6-week plan. Whatever you have to do in week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what areas you need to target, on which skills you need to focus, and in which proportion. That's important. Now, I have told you that reading, writing, speaking, listening, all the 4 skills are important, and if you master this language, English language, you need to improve all the 4 skills. You need to take into the consideration a combination of all the 4 skills. Just speaking is not enough. Reading, listening, writing, they go side by side along with speaking. But the question is what proportion to use, which skill to focus when, how to do it, how to improve vocab. We're going to cover everything in this 6-week challenge. So are you ready to listen to the plan now? Let's look at the plan, what we are going to do in this challenge. Okay, so the challenge week 1. Challenge week 1 is going to be something that is the basis of English learning, from where you need to start, because this is a challenge. We are going to go from easy to difficult. We are going to go in a particular uprising graph. So graph should uprise, not go zigzag, zigzag, or from upwards to downwards. This is going to become a hindrance in your progress. If you start with something easy and then follow it along with something more advanced, then you're going to improve a lot. So you need to know a particular pattern in which you have to attempt this challenge. And the challenge for week 1 is listening. You have to listen every day. That is for 30 minutes. It's compulsory. Why we are doing this challenge? We are taking up this challenge so that we can improve our English. And if you want to improve your English in just 6 weeks, then you need to step up your game, and just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they're not enough. Give 30 minutes to listening every day, from Monday to Saturday. Now listen very carefully, from Monday to Saturday. 6 days should be completely dedicated to listening. Listen, listen, and listen, because listening is very important. Whatever you're gonna do in the coming up weeks, this listening is going to help you a lot. A lot, believe me. And when you listen, what you have to do is, you have to record the vocab, record the new words, record everything you come across, but just record. Just record. What mistake people make is, they are listening, they are recording, they are checking out everything, then they are trying to make sentences on the very same day, then they are doing something else. No. Completely focus on a single task at your hand. Do not try to multitask much, because then again the purpose will be lost. Listen carefully. Listen to everything that you are listening to, whether it is a YouTube video, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a web series, whether it's an interview, whatever you are listening to. Listen with your complete dedication. And you can even skip that discovering the vocab, recording the vocab part for the first 3 days. You can skip that completely. Completely dedicate yourself to listening. Because right now you're preparing your mind for the English that you're going to improve. You are gathering information, you're collecting good English. Week 1 is the prep week. You're preparing your mind, your brain to receive good English, and after receiving this good English, we are going to put our mind to work. Now let's come to week number 2, the challenge week 2. So challenge for week 2 is going to be your speaking. Now you have listened to good English, you've listened to everything. Excellent, that's great. Sundays are going to be the days when you will do something that you love in English. It can be reading, it can be speaking, it can be listening, it can be watching a web series, it can be either solving some grammar exercise, it can be learning vocab, it can be learning phrases. Whatever part of English you want to learn from within, that you want to do that. Keep Sundays for that. So Sundays is like, it's like a cheat day where you get to do what you want in English. We keep Sundays for that. So Monday to Saturday, we'll do the challenge, we'll take up all the tasks of the challenge, and then on Sunday, we'll do something that we love. Now, coming back to week 2, again from Monday to Saturday, you are going to speak English. Speak out loud. Do your speaking practice. Spare 20 minutes. Now, for speaking practice, I would suggest take out 20 minutes from your schedule and fix those 20 minutes each day, that okay, it's going to be either 6:30 to 7:30, it's either going to be like 6:30, 7:30, whatever is your time frame, fix that. Do your speaking practice every day at the same time. Speak out loud. Speaking practice is speaking out loud. That's one rule that I want to say, that it's compulsory for you. Now, how to do this? How to do your speaking practice? What topics should you take? What to speak about? Then definitely you should go check out the particular playlist, English Speaking Techniques. Now, I have discussed, I don't know, I think more than 15 techniques are there already, which I have discussed for you to speak English in a very professional manner, practice English in a very professional manner without a partner. Targeted professional manner of practicing English without a partner, alone at home, individual task. So please go back, check out this particular playlist. You get all the techniques. Take one technique each day and then practice. Speak out loud. Now this is going to be a really good preparation for you. You're going to get habitual of speaking out loud. Now you've listened to good English. Instantly you're putting it to use. You're speaking out loud. You're going to use those phrases, the words that you heard. And this is going to be again stage 2 of prep session. So week 1 and 2, they both are kind of preparation for you. You're preparing yourself to become comfortable and customized to English, both listening and speaking. Now let's come to week 3. Okay, week 3, challenge for week 3 is reading. Reading plus speaking. Now speaking is something that is going to continue for all the coming up weeks. Speaking is something that we will follow. Now let's revise once. Week 1 is your listening. Week 2 is your speaking. Now week 3 is something that is more targeted. You're going to combine reading plus speaking. Now here you are going to only take one technique. For the 6 days that you are reading a book, any book that you choose, it can be a fiction, non-fiction, self-help, whatever you like, self-development, personality development, a story, short stories, whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to read, pick that book up and start reading. Now when you read, give 20 minutes to reading. The 30-minute time frame should be divided into 2 parts. 20 minutes to reading and the next 10 minutes should be used for summarization. You're just going to use the technique of summarization, that's it. whatever you are reading, you have to summarize it out loud in your own words. Use those 10 minutes to summarize it. So read and then summarize. Now you have to do this for what? For 6 days in the week, week 3. And with this, you have to also record the difficult words. Any difficult word, any phrases that you're coming across, record them. That's important, record it. Now this is not the time to search for it. No, it's not. Right now what you're doing is you're just recording them. Just recording. Record them. So it's going to be reading plus speaking and also the vocabulary hunt that I always suggest. Record all the difficult words that you're coming across. All the difficult vocabulary that you're coming across. Now week 4. Challenge for week 4 is now what you have recorded in the previous weeks. We are going to use it. Week 4 is vocabulary week. Now this is the week where you have to target your vocab. What you're going to do is for the first 3 days. Okay, we are going to divide it in again 2 parts. First 3 days and the later 3 days. All the Sundays are yours. Do whatever you want on Sunday. Something related to English. Not skipping the English part definitely. You can't skip English. So do something that you love in English. It's up to you. 6 days that I'm giving you the challenge for, the first 3 days in the week should be completely dedicated to whatever you have found out in the previous weeks. Now you have made the list, you have recorded them. Go find out the meaning, the example sentences, and make your own sentences. That's the task for you. The first 3 days. 30 minutes. 30 minutes equivalent to 1 hour and 30 minutes. Total you get 90 minutes of exploring the things, the vocab that you have interacted with that you don't know. You have 90 minutes in totality to research about it, to interact with it, to find out more about it. Now what you have to do is you have to initiate your active vocabulary and you have to include all the words in your active vocab. That's what you're doing. So interacting with the vocab, you're searching the meaning, the example sentences, and you're creating your own example sentences. That's what you're doing. Now 3 days. Those 3 days that are remaining are going to be your days where you're either going to read something or listen to something. It's up to you. Totally up to you. Either read or listen to. Whatever is your forte, whichever task is more comfortable for you, take that up. Either reading or listening, and then search vocab. Once you've searched vocab, go find out the meaning, make example sentences, and speak them out loud. So this week is completely dedicated to vocab. That's it. Your complete focus is on improving your vocabulary. Okay, week number 5. Now week 5 is going to be again one step ahead. That is going to be your grammar. Now this is a week where you need to work on your grammar. Check what's your weakness, what are your weak areas. Most of the times, one common ground of problem that I have seen is tenses. So tense is something that's common where people often find problem. Sentence structures and sentence making is again an area where people find themselves to be in trouble. So these 2 areas you need to focus on, cover these 2 areas, correcting your sentence structures and correcting your tenses. That's what you need to do in week number 5. Focus on your tenses and focus on your sentence structure. And when you're doing this, just take up any topic and speak on that topic for about 5 minutes. So 25 minutes should be dedicated to your grammar and 5 minutes of speaking practice. That's it. That's what you need to do. The greater focus needs to be on the grammar rather than speaking. You're trying to improve your grammar for more fluency. Okay, now we are coming to the last week. So the challenge for week 6, the last week, is again speaking practice. Now this is going to be a bit different. Remember in week 2 we did some kind of speaking practice. Now when you're doing this speaking practice in week 6, I want you to take up the same techniques that you took in week 2. Take up the same techniques. If you are taking up a picture description technique, take that. If you're taking mirror talk, take that. All the techniques that I've discussed in details, go check them out, because it's very important to know how to attempt a technique in order to improve fluency. If you don't know how to attempt this technique in the proper way, again, it will not benefit you. So do check the techniques out, all the steps that I'm telling you, and I want you to speak out loud. Now I want you to do professional speaking. It's like whatever you have learned till now, it's going to reflect in your speaking. Now you have practiced your speaking skills for 6 days, from Monday till Saturday. Done with your speaking tasks using all the professional speaking techniques that I'm telling you. After that, on Sunday, this day is going to be a reflection day. Now you have to write what all changes can you feel in your English when you have spoken during this particular week, the last week. What all changes can you feel in your English? You need to reflect on your progress. That's important. So your Sunday is going to be a kind of reflection, just like we have parent teachers meeting in schools, just like you have a report card after an exam. It's going to be just like that. But the thing is that you will know what you have improved, what you have not, what are the areas that still need to be addressed. You will know that, and it's important for you to know that actually. So it's your own evaluation of your own skills. So evaluate and reflect. Reflect how far you've come and celebrate it, appreciate it. Go hang out with your friends. Go out and celebrate whatever you have achieved in those 6 weeks and improved your English. The level you have achieved in your English, go celebrate it. You'll feel good about it. So that's the thing. That's the complete 6-week challenge, 6 weeks plan. That's going to improve a lot of your English, and it will help you become fluent in English definitely. So before the end of 2023, take up this challenge, because believe me, you will want to improve your English before 2024 approaches, and then surprise everybody with your speaking skills in the new year. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you're going to take up this challenge and do reflect on whatever you have learned. That's it for today. I'm going to meet you in the next lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.